So today we are going to consider what I call breakthroughs. And for you to attain any sort of breakthrough, we have to be aware what are those barriers that tend to affect us and you're not able to capitalize on it. So we are going to learn barriers to financial breakthrough. You see, achieving a financial breakthrough often requires breaking past deep-rooted barriers, mental, behavioral, and structural, that keeps us stuck in a financial rut. So what are those barriers that we have to overcome for us to be in a position to enjoy breakthroughs? Because let me tell you, I'm in need of breakthrough. So what is it that is keeping me? You see, I've realized the secret to your breakthrough actually begins when you identify what are the things that keeps me in this financial rut of poverty, misery, not having enough, and you're wondering, why am I not able to make a difference with my life? We have to be honest ourselves, and we have to identify and know the certain things that you have to say no to in order to attract that financial break. So we have to be real in the first place. So once you know this is an obstacle, and then we have to find a strategy on how we can overcome it, because we are more than a conqueror. So the first thing that I've realized that people, the reason why they're not able to get to access financial breakthrough is limiting beliefs about money. Some of us, we think money is bad. It's okay to be poor, and we think that poverty is just a good thing. I don't deserve it. Oh, let me tell you. So these limiting beliefs about money, thinking that having more money will mean more problems you can't enjoy. Let me tell you, there are individuals in this world who have got a lot of wealth and they're enjoying it, and then the funniest thing is generational, they pass down to their children. Go to Asian communities, you'll know how money goes. Let me tell you, we have to find a way to overcome this limiting belief, because this belief sabotages our efforts and keeps us playing so small. So what do I need to do when this is the problem? When I have this problem of this limiting beliefs about money, is that I need to reprogram my mindset through affirmations. We have to declare that I'm wealthy. I will have more than enough, because your words will automatically become your world. And then you have to get some coaching. Some of us, we have to be empowered financially. And also we have to expose ourselves to new financial perspectives. Come on, you can't rise higher than your thoughts. Now, another barrier that keeps a lot of people down when it comes to financial breakthrough is fear of risking or failure. Example, you are afraid to invest. You cannot change jobs, man. You cannot start your own business, or rather, sometimes we don't have the courage even to ask for a pay raise. Now, what happens when you are afraid to invest is that you find yourself in a low income patterns or avoiding growth opportunities. Now, can I tell you, when you're in a situation, always stretch yourself. How will I get that breakthrough? Is that when I educate myself, and then I have to start small and build confidence through calculated risk. Now, I've come to realize that even risking, it requires wisdom. And so when you're taking a risk, you're not just risking, but you're taking calculated risk. That's the thing that most people, they don't get it. One of these findings, I will present you with a video on how to risk it well, because if you know the secret of risking, then life will be enjoyable. You'll discover financial breakthrough. But most people, we don't know how to risk. We are thinking that risking is just doing something out of your mind, is just going crazy. No, that's not risk. Risk is calculated. You plan for it, you do it well, otherwise you'll find yourself in that rut. Another thing, stuck in survival mode. Have you ever realized that some people, they live from paycheck to paycheck? And I've realized that sometimes can be very, very discouraging, because you may choose another job, and then you realize every time you keep on changing the jobs, keep on changing, do you know what happens? There's no space for long-term planning and no wealth building. Do you know the reason why most people prefer job over business? I think one of the reasons why people prefer employment is because they can plan their money. They know every month, this is so and so I will get. So when it comes to budgeting and planning, somehow that may work. But you see, the risk here is that you don't know how long, you don't know when you can be fired or sacked. So that's what I call it, stuck in survival mode. Now, how do I break through from this idea of just living from paycheck to another paycheck to another paycheck, is that I need to build an emergency fund. And please, one of these fine days I'm going to talk about emergency fund, because I've realized most people, we are ignorant in this area. It's not that I'm negative, but sometimes things happen and we have to prepare. And so I think we need to learn more on emergency fund so that we'll break through into this. The other thing is we have to reduce debt, man. We have to reduce that and also increase our income, put us in a position to get that financial breakthrough. And the other thing is just lack of strategy and vision. Some of us, we don't know how to plan for our money. We have no clear financial goals. And sometimes we have got vague ideas about success. What happens is that random action with no direction. You see, that's a terrible way to live. We have got our money, but you don't know how to plan it. And so we have to create a vision board. In fact, a vision board is something good, because with vision, it will direct you. Set small goals and follow through a structured financial plan. The other thing is overdependence on one income source. That's the reason so we are not able to get our breakthrough. You see, one job or business is your sole source of income. What happens is that we are vulnerable to job loss or market shift. Now, so how do I get the breakthrough over this issue of just having a one income? Is that I need to build multiple income streams, like side hustle, investments, passive income. The other thing you have to be very careful is lack of system or de-organization. I've realized that wealthy people, they have systems. And I've realized sometimes you don't need to be employed to have your financial breakthrough. I've realized they found a way whereby people are working for them. And so they have just found a system, something that works, something that clicks. No wonder they keep on progressing, improving, and they're living wealth upon wealth, because they just understand how things works. I call it money working for. You see, a lot of people are working for money, and that's not the essence of living. For you to turn away from your financial dilemma to a place of abundance, we have to learn how can money work for me. So when you lack organization, is that you realize you have no budget, your finances are ever messy, and sometimes you find yourself ignoring bills or taxes. You see, as a result, money leaks and you miss out opportunities. So how do I handle this pressure, this lack of disorganization or lacking system? Is that I need to automate savings or investing. The other reasons why we are not able to attain financial breakthrough is when we get stuck in our comfort zone. You know, some of us, we are not pushing for promotions. We are not scaling our business. Some of us, we are afraid of negotiation. Let me tell you, the result is that there will be growth plateau and then income stagnates. Now, this is the thing that it upsets me so much. You get a job or you have a business and you are single, now you are married, and you realize that the income doesn't change. It's just stagnating. So how will you take care of your children? How will you take care of that wife? So that thing will keep us down. So what do? We have to develop new skills. Some of you need to go back to college or, learn online skill. Or sometimes we have to network strategically. Or sometimes we have to stretch beyond our current comfort level. You have to go for that promotion, for that next level. Empower yourself in that area. Another thing that causing for us not to enjoy financial breakthrough is short-term thinking. I've realized that wealthy people plan ahead, and they say that poor people, they're just thinking for now. They want to feel good now. The question is, when you focus on today or your next paycheck, remember you're compromising on compound gains. There's no compound interest. And so most of us, we have to develop a culture when we learn to delay our gratification. They say that if you invest early, you're going to make a lot of money. So you have to plan 5 to 10 years ahead. So this thing of just being satisfied now, living in the now, in the moment, you have to think twice. Another reason as why we are not able to acquire financial breakthrough is undervalued skills or time. Some of us, we are talented enough. We have got this talent. There are things that we are just good enough, but the problem is that we don't charge. Or sometimes we fear charging high. Let me tell you, if your product or your service you believe is great, is big enough, let me tell you, you need to sell it. And you need to ask yourself, where are my clients? What are my customers? Because if you don't believe that what you're offering is quality, it's excellent, it's high standards, then you are going to sell yourself short. So you find yourself undercharging. Or some of us, we are so talented enough, we are just doing a low return task. I mean, it's so foolish when you charge yourself less. We have to raise our value. We have to upskill, perhaps delegate and monitor what you are great at. I've realized that when we have got undervalued skills all time is that we tend to work hard with little financial progress. And let me tell you, that's a waste of time. So I believe we have to overcome these financial breakthroughs, limiting beliefs about our money, fear of risk or failure, stuck in survival mode, lack of strategy or vision, over dependence on one source of income, lack of system, staying stuck in our comfort zone, short-term thinking, and undervalued skills or time. These are the things that will steal our financial breakthrough. So I hope these are some of the things that we need to know. You can enjoy this and you can share and like. So have a nice day. My name is Juan.